Welcome to Life Perceives. Whether you are with us here in the Edinburgh Centre or you're watching from home on the stream, we are very excited that you're here with us today. My name is Mikkel. I'm one of the augurs of Life Perceives, and I'm also a doctoral researcher here at University of Sussex. We've got a really big day for us in front of us today. We've been waiting anxiously, and I cannot wait to share it with all of you. Now, before we begin, let me tell you, this past week has been an emotional roller coaster. In the past 24 hours alone, we've had 4 contributors cancelling due to illness, missed flights, and broken cars. But we kept our calm. Well, we didn't really, but we've managed to rescue the day, and some of them will still be showing up. We routed some flights, and everything turned out great. It will be a great day. More about that later. Life Perceives all started with a simple question. What does it mean to be a living being? What is it like to be a living being? And can we even imagine what it is like to be a radically different being? But simple questions such as these rarely have simple answers. And these particular answers differ vastly depending on who you ask. Figuring out who to ask to invite was not an easy task, but a rather liberal consumption of alcohol helped us think a little bit out of the box. Ideas were thrown around, names were suggested, and we wanted scientists from vastly different fields, artists from different fields, and before we knew it, we were inviting an exciting mix of scientists and artists. Today, you will hear about how the world is perceived from the perspective of animals, plants, fungi, and cells. Hopefully, you'll be challenged on your beliefs about the inner workings, the inner lives of everything living, on what it means to be alive in the broadest possible sense. The format for the talks today is quite simple. They will usually be 15-20 minutes long, and we'll have time to take 1 to 2 questions after each talk, with a few exceptions. In addition to everything that you'll experience in here in the auditorium, we've got an exhibition in the Jane Attenborough studio, which is the Sentinel Self, an immersive exhibition by Sissel Marie Eton, where there's also a video interview between Sissel and the writer and curator Philippa Ramos about the making of the installation. We were also supposed to have a microphotography exhibition here on site, but due to a car breakdown, that exhibition never made it. Nonetheless, we're hanging out QR codes outside, so in the breaks you can see a virtual version of this installation where you can actually walk around in a room and actually experience the pieces. So we're happy that worked out in the end as well. A few practical things. We have a short 10-15 minute break, both during the morning and the afternoon session, and we have a longer lunch break in the middle. Here's the disclaimer. Hands down, we've never arranged anything like this before, and we were quite content with our 40 sign-ups last week. This number tripled in this past week, which caught us a little bit by surprise. But, and I know what you're thinking, don't despair. We found a solution, and there will be sandwiches for everyone in the end. There is also going to be tea and coffee available here in the morning and during the long lunch break, but not during the short breaks, so do fuel up when you have the chance. Toilets are located in the foyer on either side of the Sentinel Self, down in the Jane Attenborough room. And lastly, if you have any questions during the day, then you feel free to ask any of us or our wonderful volunteers who will be stationed in different places. Hopefully you can spot them, otherwise you can find me. I'll be roaming around with the camera.